Hello. What's up, everyone? We are
Hello.
apparently live.
Yes, we got a fun format today, don't we, Jeff?
We got a format here. A new experimental. I don't know how new it is actually. I think it was done in some Zelda bingo recently.
Yeah, they did it at a bingo-thon marathon. It's part of the marathon. Someone did something for this. I think Zelda.
New for Sunshine bingo, so that's why I say new.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got Schmidt and Mars stars, so let me go do those quick.
Do we have like a?
So on the next scene, we will have a detailed explanation of what is actually going on. Okay, so we will get the players underway, and then we can explain this. Yeah, so basically this is Battleship Bingo. So each of these teams have basically picked ships on their board, which is kind of denoted by these stars. The white ones are going to be Team Small Brain, and the purples are Team Schmittdy. So yeah, the players are going to be trying to find their opponent's ships and sink them, and that's really all there is to it. When they click a goal, basically the other team will tell them if it was a hit, a miss, if they sunk the ship, or if they were like right next to it.
Yeah. So you probably want your boats not to have synergy with each other. So it's harder to sink. Like I was thinking when I saw this card, like 2 boss rematches and 9 pipes could be like something that could be in a good boat. Maybe your 2, I don't know, your one of the boats. But it's kind of obvious, I guess, if you go for that, because it's like so bad. So maybe that's why both teams did not go for those 2. I don't know. It's really experimental. There's no strategy. Like there is strategy, but there's no like meta, is how I should say it. I don't think anyone really knows what works well and what doesn't.
I am most concerned with the well-being of the
the only
princess
thing
in
I
this
saw, and
dreadful
no one
heat.
actually went for either of
Master
these
Mario,
goals, was
if
there's
you
some
would,
inherent
cross over to that shore
anti-synergy
and
between
find
9
some
pipes
assistance.
and 8 graffiti entrances. And granted, you can divide them amongst 2 different players fairly easily, but it does hamstring you into certain levels. And I think that something like that is strong in this format, but
Power up
who knows?
complete.
I don't think
Thank you
anyone
for
knows,
purchasing
honestly.
this item from GAD Science
I
Incorporated.
think we've lost.
Preparing to register customer
I mean,
information.
they're probably here.
Scanning
We
and
lost Schmidt
classifying
for a second.
subject data.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Subject identified as Mario,
What I find
resident of the
interesting is
Mushroom Kingdom.
2
Data
of the
storage
teams,
complete.
or 2
I
of the
am
boats for
Flood,
each
a
team,
flash
the 2x2
liquidizer
and the 1x3
device.
boat
I hope to be
are
of
the same
assistance.
for 2 of the teams, so
Proceeding
I
with
wonder
user
if-
instruction.
if the strat is
Use
to
the R
choose
button
something bad
to
for
shoot
your
water
opponent
from
and then
my
just
tank.
try and route for that at the beginning.
If you press the R button all the
You would
way
have
down,
something
you
similar.
can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Press the X
It's hard
button
really
to switch to the hover
strategize,
nozzle.
'cause, like,
You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time.
I don't know. This is weird. It's a weird
If this
thing.
tank is
Cool
empty,
that it exists.
no water can be sprayed.
It's really interesting. Like,
To
blues are
refill
like
tank,
I'm
enter
honestly
a
on
body
most
of
cards,
water
I'd say,
and
like,
press
blues
the
are really
R
strong,
button.
right? But or like in most formats, but like there's 50, there's 50 down to 7
Instructions
lanes.
complete. Proceed.
Blue trades, but here the only goal that can really be flipped, really used to would be 75. So really good to put a goal in
Also, I'm gonna drop the pace again in the chat. So
yeah, I think you should. Can I make
your body until Jeff makes the command, there's the pace spin, which goes into more detail. At the end of the day, they're just playing Battleship, but instead of guessing where it is by giving a coordinate, they're achieving the goals on the board to fire at that spot on the board.
Nice
So.
work, Mario.
Yeah.
Quite an unusual device.
Do you think we should
Some
maybe
sort
listen
of
in on Lucky and Haywire and see
I
what they're
am
thinking?
glad to meet you.
Yeah, let's do it.
I am glad.
I don't think it's working.
Okay, they're not very talkative.
Court is now in session.
Alright,
As
so
you are
apparently
no
it wasn't
doubt
working.
aware,
That's
someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very
I was
way
told
of
they were going to be
life.
streaming the BC audio, but they lied.
Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going
Reminded
on?
them.
Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the
Yeah, I
shine
was playing
gate.
around with where I
The
put
reason?
battleships
It's quite
before the match,
obvious.
and I was thinking,
This horrible graffiti is to blame.
where was I thinking?
Behold
I
this
deleted all my
sketch of the
stars.
perpetrator based on
But-
eyewitness descriptions.
I think I had
The
my
truth is
4x4.
obvious. The guilty party
in-
sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
See, we were talking a little bit about
Overruled.
9 pipes,
I
7
judge the
fingers.
defendant guilty as charged.
Yeah,
I hereby
I
order
had-
the defendant to clean this entire
I had
island
my three-
until
my
Isle
1x3
Delfino is
are
completely
for
free
the
of his
9
vile
pipes, 7
handiwork.
links, 9
Mario
from
shall
1.
not be allowed to leave.
Granted, you could just do 9 pipes and
Court
9 from 1 in the same
adjourned.
place and say Pianta, but it's still, Pianta, not great.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis
Hi, Larvae.
verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed
Oh.
troubled by pollution, but
Did
the
Larvae just
pollution
join?
itself is not the
Yeah,
main
Larvae's
problem.
bouncing around.
I wasn't
Mario,
connected.
you
and
witnessed
I
this object at the airstrip,
I was
correct?
about to say,
It is a
just
shine
to know the game
sprite.
audio
Shine sprites
Yeah,
are
just
the
did it,
source of
so-
power on Isle
bad timing.
Delfino.
Okay, good luck.
They used to
guys.
gather in
Bye,
great
Larvae.
numbers at the Shine Gate, but the
Who's that guy?
Griffith incident has polluted the
Man.
island and
we know who
most
that
of the
is?
Shine
I don't
sprites
know.
have fled. There is
I also
no longer
liked-
any
oh, I-
power
I
to
had- I think I had my
support
1x2
the peaceful
for
lifestyle of the
8 M
islanders.
graffiti entrances
It
and
is
7
most
red coin shines,
pitiable.
just because 7's a big number.
The only way to ensure the return of the Shine sprites is to
So I think
keep
some of the
island
big
from
goals that,
becoming any dirtier. The
could have been hit
perpetrator is
are
likely
getting
at
avoided
work
in this.
even as we speak. And you, Mario,
I think
are
you could
being
do
treated
fine
as
here
a
with just
criminal.
Pianta, honestly. Like, 9
Tomorrow
from
we must
1,
do
9
our
pipes.
best to resolve
Yeah.
the
Get
situation.
nozzle, you get 8. I don't know about nozzles actually. It's not that great, but it's good shines to get you to like
Go
Noki,
straight that way. You can't miss the message.
NPCs.
Your first
Pretty
job
good.
is
I think we're gonna
get
see
rid
some.
of all that
I think we're gonna
ugliness.
see some Pianta rush
And
here.
remember, we'll be
Um,
watching you, pal.
To be quite
We'll
honest,
know it
you
when you
can get
start
100.
dragging
Like from
along.
their perspective, these are all valid goals, even if they're not all obtainable. Bosses is also fine. 8M graffiti, 4 bosses, 2 boss rematches. Reds. So you really probably just want to rush hitters here. Even though blues probably would be strong in some other cards, I don't think blues are very good here from our perspective, but they honestly not. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see someone like really try for blues here.
Well, we do see Haywire going to Pianta right off the bat.
And he will be uncontested, so he's gonna get a lot actually. 9 pipes is kind of a wave, 25 lives, we'll get the 9 from 1.
The only thing to really get is 9 from 1, maybe using a secret, and like progress with 4 nozzles by getting the 1 round. The Pianta's not great just based off shooting and it's actually nuts.
Yeah, but Haywire is going for Pianta 100 right now.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know why you would just do this on Pianta.
Yeah, you should probably just rush the shine and do it fine. If it's still up, I feel like. 'Cause hundreds don't have a ton of synergy with anything else besides the goal. Unless I'm not seeing something.
No, there's just Pianta and Noki 100s.
Yeah, there's no like grand hundreds, there's no 50 from 2, no 50 from 3. Is 50 from 3 a goal? No, we got rid of that, right? No, it's in 2v2, sorry.
Yeah, so reminder, this kind of is a non-lockout format. So doing Pianta Hungies at 1 with all this other Pianta doesn't really make too much sense.
In the same vein of this being a non-lockout, does it make sense to go to Pianta right off the bat, or should Haywire maybe have done the unlocks first? Because my gut says unlocks first.
Oh, if it's non-lockout, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, this has to be non-lockout. If they put a chip on the same spot, it's over.
This is new territory for me. I don't know these new woke bingo formats, right? Just an 80% player at the end of the day.
You know what we need next? We need Battleship Pregnancy.
I don't think we do. I don't
It's,
think we do.
not pregnancy, it's... What is it?
Oh, Evacuation.
Evacuation, yeah.
Yeah, so we're seeing the 100 wrapping up here. Haywire has died here in very unfortunate ways in the past, so hopefully not going to see that again. We see Schmidt and Linky racing in Bianco here. Damn, Schmidt's actually not that far behind, unless Linky did stuff and I didn't see it. Probably the case.
Schmidt did have a good performance in the non-lockout we did last night. So,
Dude, Mars is just having the time right now.
so do we need to mark off Piana 100 on the commentator card?
Yeah, I'll get that.
I actually don't really know why it's not working that well for Mars. I think his coconut positioning is just bad. But like it almost looks like it should work, but
I think it needs to be further left.
yeah, it needs to be. That's exactly it, actually.
Also,
Honestly,
realized...
at this point, I think you just go get Beach Shine. I feel like kind of abandon this one.
Yeah, I just realized how this whole the logistics of these things are working with stream and chat after seeing the first click in action. So,
He's going to Pianta. Oh, he's responding to the click, isn't he? Or does he just want... I don't know. It's really hard to, like, imagine these players' strategies. It's just, like, such a new concept. Feel bad. He's just not having a good... Just not having a good gameplay so far. It feels rough when it happens. You just fall, and then you're like, oh, okay, well... Now you just, I don't know, you start getting kind of like nervous because, you know, people are watching. So we've all been there. It's definitely a little frustrating in his spot. Underbell's a scam. Meanwhile, Haywire's, these Pianas are just off cycle, dude.
and just to be clear, Linky and Haywire, they're trying to make all the pale blue stars yellow, correct? Or are they
trying to make the purple stars yellow? Yes.
Okay, so Linky and Haywire are trying to make the purple stars yellow. Schmidt and Mars are trying to make the pale blue stars yellow.
Yes.
Or purple, sorry.
Yeah, so Linky and Haywire were told mirror when they saw that board. So they know it's something of 8 NPCs, Gelato Hidden, 7 reds, or Hunter and Secret.
Wait,
I don't
now
know.
Mars is doing Piana? Oh, because it's non-lockout, yeah. Why am I...
Yeah.
I can't do math. Or can't,
Okay, there's
I,
a lot going on.
I can't do logic. I don't know why I said math. I can't do math either, but... Alright, so we actually see Schmittdy going for the Bianco Blues. This will get him progress towards the 75, and what he thinks will be a lot of other goals, but unfortunately Blues are only 1 click here. Which is kind of crazy to think about, unless you count like 7 enemy blues, which I don't really count as a blues goal, or 8 NPCs.
Well, they're both gonna need to get to 75, like regardless if they want to win.
Yeah. So I guess Linky's also going for the blues, getting the life. There are lives on the card. Haywire is probably going to be better suited for the 25 lives, but you never know. We also don't know if he's going to go that deep.
Yeah, Linky, it looks like he was doing 15 Bianco Blues and said, I don't know about the linked. I'm going to go back and get the linked, which makes sense because 7 linked blues on the card. However, not a ship, But
yeah, like if this was regular lockout, like 15 Bianco blues, I think would just have like insane value here. Well, I don't know about insane, but it would have strong value. But here, it's just from our perspective, it's just not a lot. But there's really no way they can know that starting out.
this is probably a card where just Deep Bianco would have good value regardless of whether it was
So
2v2.
every 2v2 card, Kipo?
Yeah,
No,
we
but
see-
even without the like, you know, Bianco 8 shine, or is that 2v2 or episode 8 shine? I forget what 2v2 goals are anymore. But you know, 7 links, you know, you can get extra linked in Bianco as well just by going deep. So
Alright, so both players clicking Pianta Hundo. Not a ship for either, but should give them some intel. Also a shine that Mars could use to get to wherever he wanted instead of Underbell.
Yeah, and then Linky following with 15 Bianco blues. He's near 2 of them. He doesn't know he's near 2, he just knows he's near.
Oh, Haywire taking a spill in the lava.
He
He
tried
a little
going
bath.
to mushroom too.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You hate to see it. He does have a very nice lead. Oh, I guess leads don't really matter since it's a non-lockout game. And
how do you
Schmitt-
guys feel about a goal like 25 lives in a format like this? It's something that is one of those, you know, time-wasting goals, and it's not hard to do, but you have to go out of your way to do it, and it'll slow you down over the course of the match.
I think like a ship at 25 lives, 9 Delfinos, and 7 reds could be decent. Or like something around there.
Yeah, the
I
problem
think
with
it's hard because like what's bad in non-lockout is kind of different from what's bad in lockout.
Yeah, non-lockout just prioritizes routing more, but there is a very nice aspect of speed that's still involved, as is being pointed out. I don't know, 25 lives is like... I really don't like 25 and 27 lives. They feel like a lot, even for 2v2 standards. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, we've seen people like in Bianca life grinding for like 5 minutes, you know? But I get that they need to be bigger for 2v2 sakes. Haywire should be fine to set like for 25 lives. Like, I honestly think Piana 5R has a ton of value from his perspective. Like, you get a red, you get a hidden, 9 from 1. Probably has more value than the Pianta shine, or the hidden shine. Because what is... Well, I guess you would have to get both hiddens actually, or do Pianta 8. But I guess Pianta 8 and 5R are still more value than...
no
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh. Mars taking a...
Oh, it's Mars.
I didn't even see what happened, to be completely
He
honest.
was going for the under the village M, it looked like, and took a tumble.
That ends a scam, don't worry. This whole game is kind of a scam. Schmitt is doing the sales. Is this hoverless? Yeah, there's hoverless. Okay, okay. So much going on. It's really hard to keep up with all of this. To be honest.
And that will actually be our first hit once he finishes this.
Yep. Let's go.
Purple on purple is bad. I'm gonna change theirs to teal, just because that's their secondary.
Good idea.
If we needed to contact Papa to help accommodate Battleship Bingo a little more.
I'm gonna tell Team Schmitt to click in teal.
No, let them click in purple. I'll just do the.
Oh, wait, because it doesn't matter, because
No, yeah.
but not on our card.
And Linky
What do you
does
guys
the
think of
same.
it so far? What do you guys think of this format? I don't know.
Even
I
interesting
like
so
it.
far.
I like the idea of it. I think it's complicated, but I think it's an interesting idea.
I think it's a fun casual format. I don't know how competitive it is, but yeah, I think
I think
it has
it's
its
the type of
merits as a fun casual format.
I think it's the type of format you just play like after a few beers or something. To be completely honest, I couldn't see myself like learning the strategy for this. Like, I would just play it with like people in a like just one day randomly. I don't think I would ever be like, I'm gonna get good at Battleship, but it's still cool that it exists, I guess.
Uh-oh, Papa's in chat. He says, Have I been summoned?" No, Papa, we're just joking that your purple anti-stars mesh with the purple on stream. But we were using your extension to its full advantage or full strength today, so we thank you for your Bingo Sync Plus extension.
We gotta
You
get
could
some
also
lives.
just use Bingo Sync Plus to make purple different.
I think Mars got the game
Also
over.
true.
No, he's not. He had so many lives. Where did he get so many lives? Whatever.
He did 100, didn't he?
Oh, that's true. True. Linky unlocking Gelato. Schmidt is getting the enemies. Getting more blues actually. It's interesting.
The interesting thing about the Bianco 4 hoverless click is that since it's a corner, you know that 5 secrets or 2 no-key bosses is for sure a hit. And
Very true.
if it is the square, which, you know, both teams have put their square ship there, you have a good idea, like, in the back of your mind already, like, okay, this could be the squares for us as well that we need to attack. And so they could just be thinking, okay, we need to get these 3 goals, and so we really need to make sure we get these 3 goals on our route.
Schmidt is actually making the right call by getting more blues. Like I think they're predicting it's a 2x2, which is kind of a, I don't want to say ballsy call, but like
Woke. I would say woke.
I mean, he's making the correct prediction. Like he's hard committing these blues, right? Like I feel like you don't get some of the blues you've gotten unless you really want totals.
I feel like 75 totals is kind of an obvious pick for a ship.
That's true, yeah.
Especially after
when it's next to
watching.
like 5 secrets and 2 no-key bosses. Like that square in the top seems like, I don't think it's a coincidence that they both picked it.
Well, Linky is also getting blues here, so both players are looking for 75.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah. 2 no-key
Him
bosses.
getting his NPCs too. He's basically getting his own ships and being like, what if they did the exact same thing as us?
Which I think is a great strategy.
Yep, and 5 secrets is also something that is being worked on. Linky will have 2 easy ones, but still important to note. Hey gets the 8 NPCs. Unfortunately, not anything really for them that he gains from that. But still makes progress to 9 from 1. 9 pipes. And a life grinding spot.
Yeah.
And hiddens and reds and all that good stuff. Is there 3 reds on this card? What is that number? No, that's 7 reds. The restream's like the Discord stream's like a little blurry. I don't care. I'm just saying it looked like a 3.
How do you guys feel about the miss versus near feedback given after a goal is clicked? Because I don't know how I feel about specifically the near being given. I just feel like a miss is a miss.
Yeah, I don't really have any strong feelings on that. I think in other games it might be really important, but in Sunshine, you know, you can do a whole card in like an hour or so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought process on it. Especially in 2v2.
Schmittdy getting the first boss rematch here. I feel like if he had more shines, like a Rico 1 into Noki 2 could be really strong, but I feel like with the speed disadvantage, that's going to be kind of hard, especially when you have less shines than the other team at this point. So it's kind of hard to conceptualize that play. It could work still, just because it's non-lockout. But
I think you
you
gotta
probably
do
have to
Repo 1 and
for it.
Noki 2. I mean, you see 2 Noki bosses on there, and you gotta assume, like, especially since 2 Noki bosses is next to 75 shines, you gotta. I would be planning on having to do both those, and so, you know, 2 Noki bosses involves defeating the Goober Blooper anyway.
So Hay actually is gonna. Looks like he's going for Pianta 8, which I actually think Pianta 5R has a lot more value, especially because this is non-lockout. Like, it's a red, you can still do the hidden after, 9 from 1, 25 lives, so 7 raises on the card, so I'm a little, I kind of disagree with
He's
this.
just
It's not a huge deal, really. He can always go back and get it, but...
Yeah, he just
Also-
so that is a hit.
Yes.
He also has 9 pipes. Is he delaying that?
Either a delay or he's just forgetting.
Do delays
maybe
have
they-
a place in this format?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if you want to just be a jerk. Delay stuff. So Noki value is honestly looking really strong for both teams because they know, like, the stuff around them kind of benefits from Noki. There's Noki 100, there's 4 bosses, 2 boss rematches, 2 Noki bosses, 4 nozzles is a realistic possibility. So Noki, I think, is looking pretty solid at this point in the match.
Have we talked about how Piana 100s could have been done in a secret?
That was the first thing I said.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just like, I was like, man, that's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah, especially because you can life grind with it, right? Like, I feel like
Oh,
Piana
yeah.
100s doesn't really make any sense unless it's a lockout and you need to rush it. So I kind of, I don't really agree with how it was done on this card. But that's fine. You don't have to agree with you don't have to agree with anything in your life. It's just life.
Yeah, I think maybe they both thought, like, they were thinking of things as, like, lockout and not a...
Yeah. New format. Maybe you just blank on it.
Okay, so
Linky
Linky
picking up-
has done 2 hiddens in gelato. Is near.
He wants 4 hiddens, probably. What's his 4th hidden gonna be? I feel like Haywire would be in a better position to do 4 hiddens, honestly, but I guess at this point you just want Linky to do it. Or maybe he just wants reds. Who knows? Honestly, actually, this is probably a reds play. He can just do Pachinko after this. So, probably more what he's thinking. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for 4 reds and Hay, like, goes for 4 hiddens, maybe. Then again, Hay didn't get the second Pianta hidden, so I have no clue.
One thing I'd like to ask these players after the match is how they organized the information they received after clicks on their own bingo cards.
Ooh, Mars doing Gelato too. Is this the misclick? It's probably a misclick, right?
Probably. There's no, like, working for it on the card.
It could be a nozzles play.
It could. I don't know, 4 bosses. Oh, he's just exiting it. I hope he doesn't, like, re-enter just to get the hidden or something. I'm gonna feel bad because he didn't know. It was honestly a mistake. A fair mistake when you start out.
And now Linky has 4 reds.
Yep. So lots of ground covered by Linky and Hay, but not a ton of hits yet. Only 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, going for the yellow blooper. Oh, this man's wild. Fuck. Dude, I can't believe he's going for the yellow blooper. I would be shaking. I mean, I know it's
This
not
is
that
style
harder.
points.
You do get style points for that, but I would be shaking. Like, even this blue, getting that, I would be, like, nervous my angle would be off and I would just crash into the wall.
If I used to take the blooper, I'd get the yellow one just with a straighter line.
I did that casually. Okay, he gets the green one here. Maybe he, like, accidentally got it.
Another thing I want to know when we talk to them is, like, are they like writing this down on a piece of paper every time there's, like, a near? Because even with, like, all the stars and stuff on Bingo Sync. It's gotta be really hard to keep track of all the information you're given.
Yeah, that's one thing about this format. It's probably really difficult to play, I guess. Like, you need to be focused on so many things.
Yeah. Like, I guess they can completely forget about their ships to some extent. So, like, unstar it, but...
Like, this board game that it's based off of, if I remember correctly, it does require, like, you are allowed to, like, strategize, right? And, like, you can take your time to do hits and think about them. Here, you just kind of have to be, like, on the fly and just... yeah, kind of crazy. I don't think that was a delay on the 9 pipes. It's more, you probably just forgot, if I'm being honest. I don't really see why you would delay that in this format.
Yeah.
Linky's going ham on these blues. Both players are going to need 75, so makes sense. He's doing like a 23-1. Is he really doing a 23-1? You know what? I respect it. I like 23-1. Linky's crazy. Just going just casually, you know, I'm going to do 10 shines, no shines. There's like enemies on the card. I would do a 23-3 on this card, I think. Because there's enemies, but whatever. I respect it still.
Ramato has like a saying for like how fast you should be getting blues, right? There's like a metric.
Does he? Probably he
Ramato
does.
goes by. It's like, oh, if you're not getting blues like this fast, then it's slow.
It's not that I think that it's slow. It's just I think that like you should do 3 because there's enemies, and it's just like the level progress is good for you. Like, so if you get all these blues now, it's fine. It's just like, why? And you could get some fast ones in Rico too. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna get all the blues in Rico. Like, he's just gonna get like 26 blues or something. Could happen. I mean, honestly, like, there's so many blues that you maybe go for. I don't think he's going for the infinites, actually. I think he would have gotten them by now.
Doing the second gift 100 this time in a secret.
He might be, yeah. Or, no, because he's not getting any coins. Yeah, I think he's gonna life grind and do the red.
Maybe.
Oh, I think he's looking up like a route. I don't know, actually. I have no clue.
This is probably a little easier than Noki hundreds in a secret.
Nah, the hundreds of the secret's easy. Just go for green
Yeah,
cycle. And
yeah, just hit green cycle, just like Jeff.
When I told everyone I was doing a Turo Honda's run, Noki 600s, I was like, I'm gonna do green cycle. And I got it. I felt cool. That's the end of the story. There's nothing else. Yeah, I like how Schmidt is playing this right here. He's getting the enemies, which will be a hit. He needs to be in Rico 4. I don't know if this is 4 or 3. Looks like 4, because the sign is there. So he can actually get... Or no, he needs to go to Gelato.
Yeah, I also don't know if he got both of them in Bianca.
He did. I actually saw him get both.
Man, can we get a card that's any weaker for Pinna?
Yeah, this is a bad Pinna card.
So I was
Is
gonna
there any reason to
say-
be in Pinna? Besides
I was gonna
Frank?
say there's bees. Like, I want to see bees used as enemies more, you know. But there's no reason to go to Pinna for this in a non-lockout.
Yeah.
It's like almost a reason to get bees as enemies.
That's a big ask, because it's like you gotta do Piana 5 and Pinna 4, which honestly is pretty common. But like, then if you're doing 7 enemies with it, like that means you also probably need Rico on top of that. Or, I guess, Bianco and Gelato with the bees, because you can get the Pinna enemy, but that would be crazy. Then you're getting into like the JJ plays with that.
Yeah, it's just a shame that, you know, bees aren't able to be used more as enemies. Not that there's an easy solution to make them more used as enemies, but
Yeah.
oh man, it just kind of stinks. Because you have to, like you said, you have to get Pianta 5 and Pinna 4, and for other levels you got to get like Bianco 8 and Pinna 4, or Gelato 6.
The day that
Pinna
someone
4.
gets Bianco bees and it works for the enemy goals is the day that I quit bingo, to be honest.
And the weakness of those two worlds also is it's only one bee, where in Pianta it's 2.
If you do Bianco 8 and like Rico shines for the other enemies, and then you do Pinna 1 through 4, and you go back and enemy is still up, you deserve like a gold medal. Honestly, you honestly do. That's wild. It'd be cool. I want to see it, but I would retire. Ooh, Haywire getting some blues now. That's actually really interesting. Yeah, why is he getting blues?
Blues can be used for shine progress, and
That's true. There's 9 from
someone's
Delfino
gotta
to
get
get
to
blue.
Noki.
I think he's gonna go to Noki, and he wants 9 from Delfino with blue traits.
I think that's
You
a
honestly
good
a
call.
good call. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh,
So Linky also has 8 ends at this point. Miss.
that feels like it's like kind of like Blue Bingo, where you like work towards a goal and then it like doesn't count for anything, and you just get sad.
Ooh, Haywire diving. That was not the that's not the strat for this show.
You might be trying to dive off like the thing, so you could just like rock it, but
I'll
maybe
be
you
trying to
dive
like
off.
swag off the blooper.
Are they? So Schmidt is getting his second secret. Oop, dying. This will be his second secret. He has Gelato open to him once he unlocks it, so he has access to a third, technically. But yeah, these 5 secrets is awkward. Like, where are these players gonna get 5? Like, where do you get 5 secrets on this card? Like, Pinna's not strong. I guess you just do Pinna 1 and 2. And then, where's your 5th? Like,
Schmidt
Noki-
already did PB2, so Bianco 6 is
Oh,
kind of
Bianco
an option.
6. Bianco 6 exists.
I still think all 3 bloopers were better if you're doing 2 ball 3 matches.
Okay, we're not gonna see it, but I want to see Noki 6. There's reason. There's reason to do it.
worst.
2 Noki bosses. There's 4 nozzles. 100 in a secret in Noki 6. I'm just saying. Oh my god, Linky's stream is like 1 bit rate.
Yeah, Bianco 6 opens up a really nice turbo nozzle too.
It does. I just wanted to see the Noki 6 play. And now my heart's broken.
How about we just see Bianco 600s in a secret then, Jeff? How would that make you feel?
Sad.
Yeah, it would make you feel sad. It would make you feel
I want
sad.
to watch that. I want to commentate over that. I feel bad for the player.
Okay, so Schmidt has some information that he's new with that 8 end graffiti. Mars did a bunch of beyond it, so he can probably just go back and do 8 NPC blue coins.
Yeah, he did Piana 5, so he can actually get that whenever he wants.
Yeah, but 7 reds, you know, it also signals the possibility of 7 reds. And, you know, with 7 reds being a big number, you might think, okay, it's probably 7 reds.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the 100 in the secret by Haywire. Which... this isn't a huge deal given his lead and his speed advantage, but it is a little unfortunate for him to have to do a shine that doesn't get him a shine. However, he can life grind from his perspective, so it's not like it doesn't have value.
Yeah, this is a really good play if he didn't do beyond the 100.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I will say, doing Piana 100s early, at the very least, gives you info.
That's true.
So,
But I don't think doing it in 5 is that much later, considering this format. You
Does
still have
info
time.
matter?
I agree.
I'm
Like,
trying
if
to
you
figure out
rush
if info is actually important that early.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at with that.
Because it's like non-lockout, but you don't know what you have to go for until like halfway through the match.
there was
Yeah,
definitely
it
time to
actually
make
was
it play work.
decent.
Yeah, I agree. Early info, probably
And
not
this
the greatest
might-
in this format.
And this actually does still have some sauce to it, just because it gets him a hit, and then there's the 25 lives from his perspective, which could be valid. So it's not even like this play is like meaningless, but it still does kind of suck to get a shine that is just a blue shine. You're just like, oh, well. Also, I have no idea what this route is. Is this the route? I actually don't know the route for Piana 500s in a secret. I know people have IL'd it.
No.
Okay. I know Sid was yelling.
Another near.
Now he probably knows it's just 2 Noki bosses.
He's also not clicking 4 bosses.
Do you think they know by now that it's a 2x2? Or well, not a 2x2 technically, but that area is a 2x2. I think that gives you pretty good info on what you need specifically.
If he clicks 4 bosses and like knows it's near, then that would like definitely confirm it.
Linky going ham on these blues. Probably gets 7 links here, but doesn't get him anything. Besides info. Or, I don't even know how much info it really gives. Schmittdy is also getting... I keep calling him Schmittdy, even though his name is just Schmidt, because it's a team name. Sorry, Schmidt, if you're watching this back.
No, yeah, it's okay. He said we can call him Schmittdy.
Okay, so Schmittdy is getting blues still. So both players in this blues race here. Not even a race, but, you know.
Linky's at 50, Schmidt just over 40, so both players doing really well from that standpoint.
Honestly, considering the speed disadvantage Schmidt has, like, he's not even that far behind in blue.
Actually, 50's in the bottom right-hand corner. Granted, you know 50 isn't a thing if you are Linky, just because you've gotten misses when you've clicked 9 pipes and 4 red coin shines.
Maybe just click it anyway to, like, flex.
Yeah, but you could also hide the info.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. How much info does that hide? I have blues! I guess it does.
I think it hides a good bit, because it shows that that team's on the way to 75, so you can't just, you know, act like, or you can't entertain the thought of the fact they maybe ignored blues, which I think would be very naive, but, you know, that is a play a team could do, and just say, okay, we don't care about blues yet, we'll care about blues later.
Yeah, I don't know.
We did get another hit from Linky on 7 enemy blues.
Yep, so they should have a decent idea. I mean, Noki's just looking really strong at this point for everyone. Like, I am surprised we haven't really seen a strong Noki rush
And
from
Schmidt
anyone.
should also be getting a second hit. Because he just needs this gelato and nothing.
Clicks 50 totals. Oh, slides off the slide. Linky doing Mecha. Everyone's favorite any percent level. Oh, I hope Hay doesn't like bonk off of a stew and just flies off the edge. I don't know if that's ever happened.
I hope it never happens. Especially when...
I want to know if it has happened.
Because, you know, usually, you know, you see people doing this, maybe not even usually, maybe about half the time, they're doing this with, like, the red coin shine spawn, but this time you got the 100 coin shine spawn, and that's just a whole extra level of time sink.
So he has 25 lives now. And click it with the shine. Gonna get some more. It's honestly fair. Just to back it up in case you like die or something. Not a huge deal in non-lockout, really. But it's still safe. It's fine.
Yeah, you're here.
Schmidt has 7 red.
Wait, did Schmidt trade at any point? Because he has 45 and he clicked 50. So I'm gonna assume he's traded. Unless he's like that delayed on stream.
I think he really delayed.
Okay. He's like 2 minutes delayed or something, probably. So I guess maybe when I was complimenting his blues, maybe it wasn't as Wait, no, it would actually
he
be
should
more
have 7
impressive.
enemies at this point, though.
He clicked it, yeah.
There's no way he's this... Oh, never mind, I'm watching Mars.
Maybe just having trouble counting.
Counting's hard. I don't don't know how people do it. So we see Hay rushing Noki after a life grind. Honestly, will work out for them.
Okay, so it's 4-1 until Schmitt clicks enemies. Haywire and Linky in a really good spot. I think they'll just be able to like do more.
I mean, they were favored going into this pretty much no matter what the format was, just because of their speed difference. But yeah, they're like halfway through a blackout at this point, honestly.
Yeah, what's interesting is you only technically need 9 clicks to win this format. You know, it's very similar to row control, but
This
chances
is
are
basically row control.
you're gonna need to click a few more than 9.
Basically row control, but everything's different. Yeah, Linky's wrapping up his blues. I don't think he can finish 75 inside of here. In fact, I know he can't. So we'll have to do some Delfinos, or honestly, just get to Noki. Do it with 100, get some blues with hundreds. Probably is your best option at that point.
Mars? And on the Beyblade.
Go. I expect nothing more than from a tomato apprentice.
I was gonna say, like, he's like Tomato, he probably does like the dumbest things.
Yeah. Tomato doesn't know eel, but knows how to do like 10 other things that are harder.
He knows under the top right.
Yeah.
Under the top right.
Dude, Tomato learned over the top middle before he learned like eel. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's crazy.
He's lost any percent runs to over the top middle.
He still learned it. I don't know that. I have a 116. You think I know how to do over the top middle? I'm just saying. You gotta give him some credit.
Okay, so I think Schmidt's gonna go back to Pianta. He'll probably get hit. Nope, never mind, he won't get PCs. Maybe he'll do lives, eventually get to 9 pipes, 9 from 1. All the things Haywire's already done.
I gotta say, I'm honestly, like, I kind of am surprised we didn't see the Noki 600s in a secret, but I also understand it.
I'm
at the same
not.
time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's just
Come
so
on.
late. You need,
Come on,
that's,
guys.
like, that's your 26 or 7 shine.
And you guys just throw me a bone.
In theory, you'd be able to, like, wrap it up before then.
I think the pipes, Piana 100s, life grind, synergy was just too much on this card.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like
Oh,
Haywire will
almost
be our
does it.
first Sanoki. Oh, let's go. Is this Mars getting B enemies?
No, because they already have enemies.
Schmidt
It's just
definitely
for-
has 7 enemies, but I haven't clicked it.
Oh, they're not yellow. Yeah. I don't know then. That is a little unfortunate because that does give them info. So maybe maybe he thinks he needs the pin enemy and he's gonna get it right now.
We have seen teams like forget to click goals that they have just because the other person will get that.
Yeah, like Jeff Pompa.
I didn't even have 5, by the way, when everyone told me to click 5 in the comms, so just gonna throw that out there. But anyway, doesn't get the blue.
That's
Kinda
a
wild.
second and a half time loss or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not getting blues, it is a half-second time loss.
Or half second.
Like if your goal is not to get blues, so makes sense, honestly.
Linky froze. You are hovering on the spring meantime. That's not how that works.
How many nozzles is this for Haywire? He has the Pianta rocket. This is 2?
I think that's you.
Did he do Pinna 4? No, that was
No, Linky
Mars.
did Pinna.
Ooh, triple bonk.
He did Rico, right?
I don't know, I feel like everyone should be able to do 4 nozzles at this point. Just no one has.
Try to get a refresh on Linky's stream, so he's not so far behind.
Oh, and there's 75.
5 delaying. Nice. That was actually just because of the restream lag. Now he's doing bots.
Yeah, Linky's now free of blues. So
Unless he wants to get 8 to 80 just for the 9 from Delfino with blue trades. At that point, though, I think that doing 2 shines would just be faster.
Yeah, especially if you're just doing 2 in Delfino.
Yeah. Never mind. That wasn't as woke of a play as I thought it was. Oh god, Mars. Oh god.
That's one of the woke plays where it's woke, but it's also... Have you seen the meme where it's like the chimpanzee on like oxygen?
What memes are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know that meme though.
Oh,
I don't know a lot of memes though, to be honest.
That happens when I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
why are
still
you-
have a prediction. Who's gonna sink the first ship? Linky
Oh,
and
is that the
Haywire got a
prediction?
lot of Linky and Haywire have a bunch of golds, but they still haven't gotten all the any ships.
Yeah, they would need 4 nozzle. I mean, Hayes doing Noki 100 right now with the boat. What? Is this woke? No, it's not. Wait, is it? Is this like a route? I don't know. I don't know this route. I don't even know what I was saying. Noki 100s they're gonna get, so it's just a matter of when they prioritize 4 nozzles. Hay has 2, but doesn't really have 2 available to him. Linky should have enough by now if he really rushed it. You can also
Yes.
do 4.
Someone clip that, send it to Sid, and I'm sure we'll see him practicing it on stream tomorrow to see how viable it is.
You know, oh, I thought he was at the ground and found the red button. I mean, he'd be fine. Alright, so this is Linky's 4th secret. He has Rico 4, Bianco 3, Gelato 1, and now Pinna 2. So maybe they're thinking nozzle unlocks with Yoshi into EYG for Pinna 6. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I feel like
he should
Haywire is
have
a
enough.
Nozzle guy. Just because
Yeah.
he got those 2 terrible rockets.
He has 2, but like, where is he gonna get his other 2? I think the closest one is like. Oh,
He
I
could
don't know, you just have to go Bianco.
2 and 3.
Yeah, you just rush Bianco 4 at that point, I guess. I was about to say Noki, but for the turbo, but that wouldn't get you 2, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, if you just need 1 Noki, actually, not too bad of a play.
Alright, so what is Schmittdy after? Is he after nozzle unlocks with Rico 6? I think he is. It's also a red.
Also, Schmidt has marked 7 red, but not 6.
Uh-oh.
That's
Well,
woke.
I'm
Mars
also doubting that he
is-
has 7 reds.
I don't think he does. I would be amazed
I
if he
think he
has
meant to
that.
click 7 animated.
He's just... wait, okay, hold on. Let's actually think about this for a second. He has Rico 6. We know that. He has Bianco 4. We know that.
In the chat.
I don't think he does have 7 red. No way. Unless he's been grinding like Delfino reds or something. Wait, he is delayed, right? So maybe he like rush
I
Delfino
don't
red.
think. Yeah, okay, he changed it.
That's kind of what I thought.
Meanwhile, Mars just figured out how life grinding works, so that's fun to see.
Maybe he got the idea for the same play just by seeing the sequence of clicks. Meanwhile, Linky's doing Manta. I guess he just wants the secret.
Where's
This
the
is a massive
100s?
secret from here, I think. Although,
Center of the card.
That is a hit.
there's also 4 bosses, but... yeah, I guess this.
Oh, and that is the first sync. So we see Schmidt and Mars 1 by 2.
No. Oh, that is
They
sick,
need
yeah.
nozzle unlocks.
No, the 2 by 1 is on.
Yeah, the 2x1 did get sunk. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Rip.
Yeah, actually, rest in peace to that ship.
Ooh, using the spray nozzle for these. That's actually bad because then you'll wash away the things that spawn the stews.
Okay, Schmidt also done 7 legs.
4 nozzles is clicked.
Okay, getting the 1-up up while going up to Noki 2. Some woke life routing you love to see.
Doesn't want a game over with 27 live or like 30 live.
It's not game over, it's just you don't want to unclick it.
Dude, he has like 30 lives. It's on the way though. It's on the way.
You never know. Eel's tough.
If you die 5 times an eel, that's on you. That's coming from an eel hater. Okay, Mars. Please be careful. Okay, he gets it.
Okay, so now it's 5-3, I think.
Wait, he's not clicking it though. Is this a woke delay? They've been just these
Not clicking what?
100 in a secret.
Oh, 100 is secret.
Wouldn't that get them a ship? If they clicked it.
Yeah, that would.
Oh,
Oh, we're so close too, I didn't realize.
they just have to click it. Oh my god.
They almost
Fine.
had the first ship.
Like whenever this happens, I'm not going to, but I always like wish I could just say, please click your goals. It just like watching it makes me sad. I'm just like, no, you have it. God
Oh no,
damn it.
they have clicked it. It's just not on the stream card.
Oh, okay. I blame
Oh,
Aegis.
I missed that one.
We retract our statements. Schmittdy, Werberjagermarsjensen.
Yeah. Alright, so we see an 8 NPCs play here. It is the right call. Does he really need anything after this? I guess 4 hiddens is still up. So you probably want to just finish the shine. I was about to say, maybe you just go for the NPCs and just exit area. But I guess there is still 9... Well... I guess you don't know it's not 9 pipes. Actually, you could, right?
They might be able to figure it out.
Yes. Yes, with 50 totals, you can see that that was a miss. So it's not 9 pipes or 4 reds.
I guess there's 9 from 1.
Okay, no, with the 7 links, they also know it's not 9 from 1.
It's just a shine, I guess, to get you to Noki. That's what I'll call it a day.
I'll accept that logic. Because it's good logic.
So Linky's about to get his 5th secret. Doesn't do the momentum spin, honestly respectable. Meanwhile, Schmidt is getting the Fire Pianta for PK.
That also gets him up to 70.
Yeah. Honestly, for Mars, 125 with the blues is like not that bad. Like that's actually pretty respectable for not knowing the level.
Mars is a gamer.
Yeah, that's like honestly like that's only like 10 or 15 seconds off like a 120, maybe a little more, but like.
What I want to
I'm
know is
saying-
how good Mars's beach pipe is. As
Yeah,
the
like a
tomato
beach pipe.
apprentice. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just tomato shine.
Okay, so Linky finishes off by secret. Eel will be...
Is Tunoki Boss's game?
Discount? Yeah, I think... no, they need 4 novels.
Oh, true. Someone will go for that eventually. Maybe? Okay, Linky's gonna get it with the pinup ones. There's no other reason he's doing this, right? I guess Reds. Ooh, Haywire gets eaten. Sucks. Come on, I feel like both of them should be able to get 4 knots. Okay, so Haywire can get, he can get the Noki 6 Turbo, but we've talked about how that's not a good play, but I want to see it anyway.
Well, they should know that it's just 2 Noki bosses and 4 nozzle unlocks. So I think those are the only 2 possible goals that are left on the card for Linky and Hay.
I mean, he should. Will they? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they should both be able to figure out exactly what their mini clicks are.
They should, but also, I think, like, this is why I really want to ask them this. Like, it's hard. I think it's hard to keep this organized as a team with having 4 different sets of clicks. You have your ships, you have your opponent's ships, you have your clicks, and you have your opponent's clicks.
Yeah, there's a possibility that they think that like the square of Noki 100 in a secret, 7 enemies and 9 from 1, like that was the 2x2, and then the other 2 ships are somewhere else in the top right.
I think eventually they'll think,
Oh, yeah.
you know, with how easy 4 nozzles should be for them, they'll think,
But
yeah.
they just got 4 hidden as a near, so they now know it's 4 nozzles.
Yeah, that's true. So now Linky will probably just rush 4 nozzles. He has Bianco, the 2 in Bianco available to him. He has the Rico rocket available, and then he can just get to Noki and get the Noki rocket, and that's game. Still going for reds though. But I think Haywire's going for the Noki 6 turbo. This is wild.
What else does Haywire do?
Well, it has to be. Why else would he re-enter Noki?
Yeah. Then this will be his 25th shine, so he can get the turbo and Delfino and then come back into Noki.
Did he do pin up 4?
Oh no, he did. How is he gonna do this?
I think he's just doing it because there's nothing else to do.
The Linkies and grass pipe.
Oh.
Oh, the Linky thinks reds are still up, I think.
Yeah.
He shouldn't.
Listen, they probably could, but I also don't blame them if they make that mistake because there's a lot going on, and it's a lot to keep track of.
Question: who suggested this format?
I think it was Linky specifically.
Gotcha.
Which actually that makes sense because I think this was done in an Ocarina of Time bingo or something. So like Linky is a OOT fan and speedrunner, so maybe that's where he got the idea from. Okay, well, he lost some time trolling, but whatever. Mars is just having a time of this right here. Oh no, Schmidt, don't get this blue! You're gonna... Okay, he'll be fine. I think I've seen him get this one before and, like, swim underwater. Swim. No, okay. This might actually be a little rough. Okay, he's not gonna get the other blue.
2 health is fine. 2 health is fine.
Well, if he was gonna get the other blue, there was a chance he could get comboed, but he's fine.
Okay, so they're basically racing each other to nozzles.
It's just funny because Haywire does not have... Yeah, no, now Linky's just going to go for nozzles as well, but like Haywire does not have a 4th.
Let's see, like, did some Rico and we totally miss it?
I don't know, probably.
The box isn't there. Or are you talking about Haywire?
Haywire. Yeah, this is only his 3rd. So he needs to... Is Rico 1 and 2 faster than Bianco 2 and 3?
It has to be, right?
I guess if you also factor in time to get to the rocket... yeah, I think he's good Rico.
Haywire is clicking.
Okay, we have to pause. We can't unclick it. That's the rules set by the 2v2 organizers. No one clicks based off of some controversies last season. So we have to just pause and think about it. I guess. We know he has Pianta rocket.
Yes.
We know he has 2 and Noki.
He did Rico 3, he said. I'll take his word.
He did Rico 3? When did this happen?
Honestly, I saw him doing Rico 1, and that would only really make sense if he was doing
I don't doubt it. I really don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. They probably...
I just want to make sure I give Schmidt and Mars their 5.
Hey.
Hello.
But yeah, I do remember Rico 3 because he dove into the goop.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Mars.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, GG.
Hey Schmidt. Hey everyone.
GG's, everyone. That was kind of fun to watch, I will
This
say.
was really fun to watch.
It was fun. It was interesting.
It was very fun, but very chaotic.
Mhm.
Question I have for the 2 bosses from Noki, would I have had to kill the blooper?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That
That's
also
what I
be
was
2
planning on
boss
doing.
rematches if you do 3 bloopers too.
Yeah, we weren't originally planning on me going to Noki, which is why I did my boss rematches in Bianco and Rico. But here I am.
Yeah, Bianca was fine because you got a Bianca 6 as a secret too. But yeah. If you're wondering, I don't know if you guys can see the board. The remaining goals for you guys, Schmitt and Mars, were secrets, Noki bosses, and I think that was it. Oh,
6
reds.
reds.
Yeah, but you guys were
Okay.
Oh.
pretty close.
It was fun to watch.
Close-ish.
I'm gonna be honest. It was really hard to follow, and I don't really know what was happening, and kind of just memed on Con. It was fun to watch, though.
It
Yeah.
was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was very hectic for sure.
Yeah, because in the actual board game, right, you can like sit there and strategize, but here you have to keep playing. Is that how the board game works? I kind of forget, but like I kind of remember it's not like you have to do your move, but here you have to just think on the fly and look at the board. Like I would be so lost. Honestly.
I think we made a pretty decent call where we knew they were gonna do at least one of 9 from 1 or 9 pipes. And so did Pianta, and I thought I would win to Noki, so I did a bunch of Pinna stuff, but that was probably unnecessary since Schmidt got to Noki first anyway.
I didn't think about me going for 75 blues would give me a lot of shine progression. I just always forget blues or shine progression. We could have planned differently if I'd realized that.
Yeah, that top 2x2 also, which you both teams picked. That was just kind of rough overall to even split between 2 people.
Yeah.
One thing that we were kind of discussing is you both teams, they did 100 and Pianta 1. When we thought like, as far as non-lockout goes, 100 and Pianta 5 in the secret is just like super strong on this card. Do either of you want to like go over why you did that? It did give you both information though, that I believe they were both nears. Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing. Was from the start we were thinking, okay, what are goals that we can rush that will give us information? And we saw like one person go Bianca 100, one person go 15 Bianca Blues, and Bianca 4 Harperless. And I think that's how both teams started, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The clicks came in. I think Haywire did like more Pianta before Mars, but yeah, the clicks were pretty similar.
Yeah.
Pianta was just really strong on this card, honestly. Like I mean, not all the goals obviously were goals that mattered, but Pianta in general is just like crazy here, I think, from your perspectives.
Yeah,
Blues I also thought were strong, but only 1 goal comes out of Blues, and that's 75 totals. So that was interesting, I thought.
Yeah, in hindsight, I was thinking, okay, 7 enemies is pretty annoying. 7 linked is pretty annoying. I got all of them, but maybe teaming those up, like putting those on a ship would have been a better idea. I don't know. This format's hard. Like picking out our ships, we kind of went back and forth quite a bit on where to put them.
Well, how are you going to make the call that like 75 totals is the only blue goal? Like you kind of just have to go for blues, even if they're bad or good. Is kind of the thing.
Yeah, like 75 totals was definitely the worst on this card, like goal wise.
Yes.
But like, I don't think anyone disagreed with you doing it. Like you have to.
Yeah.
75 is also kind of in a bad spot because like you can't do a really quick goal to like kind of confirm it's near anything. Like you would have to do Hidden Enchilada, I guess, is kind of quick, but otherwise you have to like you can only confirm it by doing the Noki stuff or like all those secrets.
And also, when someone says near, like it's still like 4 things that it could be if the goal you collect is in the middle of the board.
Well, like I said earlier, you also have to just keep playing the game. Like you don't have to. I guess you could just stand still and pause, but that goes, obviously you want to keep moving. So it's like you can't even really strategize perfectly. You kind of have to. Maybe you miss something here or there because of that.
I think you can afford to strategize enough so that, like, obviously both of our teams pick 75 totals in like that corner in general. So it's a pretty fair like guess or a pretty safe guess to assume that the other team will like make you do the worst goal, which is in this case is like 75 totals. And then just having one person have to do all of that makes it a lot easier to split up things that are like, okay, anything blues related or progression goes to the 75 totals guy. And then the other person can do other stuff.
My question, and I think we are all wondering this, is what were both your team's general organization when it comes to figuring out where the cards and ships, or where on the card the ships were, and organizing like both your clicks, your opponent's clips, your ships, and your opponent's ships, and just keeping your head straight while looking at a card?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think I even thought that much about how close we were to getting their ships. I think I just thought about getting goals. Because we talked, I don't know if I mentioned this already. I probably did because I repeat myself all the time. But we talked about how this format, at least in Sunshine, it's probably different for other games that are much more open, like Zelda. But in Sunshine, um, just by nature of going for some of those longer goals, you're going to be getting a lot of the others along the way. And so this format almost becomes Blackout. And so we didn't like if you look at how much of the cards covered, yellow got all but 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, so
And
I don't know. It was really hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah. And they could have easily gotten those two. It's not like they were like, so yeah, that's what I was saying towards the end. It looked like they were just playing blackout, but it's kind of like what I also compared it to Clue Bingo. For those who don't know, it's just you I don't know, there's like 25 clicks and they can all be a goal that you don't see, so you just have to like play it blind. It's not the same obviously, but it kind of, I don't know, it's like there's that RNG aspect at the start, especially of just going for something and okay, this wasn't it, and I invested all my time into this goal for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I viewed it, at least.
I think the biggest difference there is that with Clue, it's completely random, and here you can kind of anticipate and expect what are the shittiest goals that your opponent would make us do.
Yeah, like going for your own ships, because you did 8 NPCs really early Haywire, and that was one of your ships. But yeah, going for your own ship seemed like a pretty decent strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we did discuss after we got a hit Bianca 4 it was as early as Bianca 4 hoverless. We were like, well, why would they make Bianca 4 hoverless a goal unless they were doing the 2x2 like we did? So I guess we did kind of think about like goal placement in that sense a little bit, but I don't even know if we talked that much about trying to figure out where their ships were. It was more just about what goals we're going for.
We discussed that a lot, but not as much early on, but we tried to cover the board at first, and then we started to speculate a bit by bit, and instead of guessing where the boats were, we kind of just figured out what are the best goals to go for, to figure out, to like pinpoint where the boats might be. And we figure out like probably 10, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes before the end, what the boats were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I'd be down to see this again sometime. I don't think it's like the best format, but
yeah, I think it would be fun to play. Just like
it was really fun to play.
Sure. Yeah,
yeah, it looked fun. I mean,
in a scrim though, it could be really hard because having to like pay attention to chat and like tell timely hits and misses and stuff can get hard.
Yeah, when you started picking up the hits and misses.
Like, yeah, because Schmitt was like 30 seconds late, and I was like, oh, that's really hard to play and watch chat the entire time.
I probably noticed it late, and even then I waited until I was in a good spot in my PD fight, which was probably not fair.
Yeah. But yeah, this was cool. It's like an interesting combination of like non-lockout and lockout, where you want to get information, but also kind of do things in a non-lockout way. We do have another match at 8. Yep, go ahead, Mars. Sorry.
Huge thanks to Peaches for restreaming this.
Dude, Peaches is the Lord. I agree.
a hell of
That
a
was
time
best.
trying to set everything up and like keep track of
Shout out to
everyone.
Peaches.
So thank
Yeah,
you
it
very
really
much.
wasn't
Shout out
that
to
hard.
Peaches.
Floha
Hey.
sent me some information and it wasn't bad.
Also, congrats to Peaches on the 118.
Yes. Congrats to Peaches on the 118.
Easy about Larby now.
Dude,
Anyway,
me and
we do have
Peaches
another
are
match at
both
8 between Begettant
better than
and Finite Simple Group of Order 2. So yeah, hang around, listen to some music, and we'll have more bingo soon.